Hello and welcome back to me playing Dark Souls. Last time, we've killed the fourth and last great lord required to satiate the Lord Vessel, and we did satiate the Lord Vessel this time around. Things are gonna get a bit different. Prepare to die, for we are going into the DLC of the game, and boy oh boy, I am absurdly inexperienced when it comes to the DLC, so much so that I don't even know how to fight well the first boss, so I apologize if I actually create too many inconveniences during this next couple of episodes. I suppose about 3 episodes. Oh my god, please, thingy, don't do that. But, you know, sometimes you just have to accept the truth and work around with it, I suppose. I'm not good at the DLC, and I apologize for that. I might be even worse due to the fact that I haven't played a lot of Dark Souls 1 as of lately. We shall see. I have a great shield. Rather, not a great shield as in the size of the shield, but rather a shield that is great in its capabilities. And I trust that this shield could carry me through the DLC. If not, well, fuck my life, I suppose. Simply put. Alright, so there's gonna be a couple of changes. First and foremost, we're gonna put the... Don't troll casually, please. Alright, we're gonna put this rusted iron ring over here, because we're gonna need it to fight off the Hydra. Hydra is a weird semi-boss kind of enemy. It's a non-respawning enemy that you can find at the Dark Basin. This area is surrounded with crystal golems, which we discussed about in the past. They are creations of Seed. These are weaker ones, by the way, so do not be expecting the same experience. Or ow, stop! Lock it. Alright. As I said, luckily my shield is good enough here. I should be able to sneak past those. Alright. The Hydra will attack melee once you reach a certain point inside the water here. We get the knight armor, by the way, this part. Oh my god. It is a tiny little bit chaotic, and I believe the Hydra can kill the golems with his area of effect attacks. And both, I guess, are defined as area of... Oh my god, those must be all like blue chunks. Okay, one moment there. The best way to proceed in killing the Hydra would be probably ranged battle, but due to the lack of good ranged battle, I'll just have to cut off its heads. I can do that reliably in 2 hits, if I can. Well, more or less. Or maybe I can aim one of these. I mean, the body of that thing is rather huge. Nah, it doesn't seem like it's hitting. I tried. Oh my god. I really tried, but anyway, it's going low. It's getting low. The trick is to either do enough damage, but this isn't by far a late game encounter, by the way. This mini boss of sorts is a rather easy target. It can hardly do you any damage if you're careful. And if only I hit once. There we go. At a certain point, you will be with it will be with 2 heads only. At which point it's gonna be a bit tough to actually hit it. I suggest you to go on the left side of the lake to finish it off. See, right here, it's a bit tricky now, but I think I killed it. Yeah, it seems like I killed it without getting all the heads dead. That can happen if you do over the damage of what you can get out of the heads. So basically, each head has its health, but you can do more damage than their health, and the boss itself, or rather the monster itself, has a total number of health. Anyway, we got the Dusk crown ring. This magic crowned and crown-shaped ring was granted to Princess Dusk of Oolacile upon her birth. The ringstone allows its wearer to cast additional sorceries, but at the cost of 1/2 of hit points. That's essentially like getting cursed, and yes, I think it does stack together with curse, as well as other things, so you can actually minimize the health loss through curse, through this ring, and through power within. or rather, not power within, but through Sanctus Shield, which restores hit points per second. And then you can cast power within without actually losing any health, so that can be sometimes useful. Also, I apologize for all this noise. We'll have to restart the game right here, because there is a boss, or rather a monster, that spawns only once you restart the game. Be right back. This thing that I'm doing is Highland sorceries, by the way. Like, you have to restart the game for the monster to appear. It is a crystal golem, one like the one from Sieglind. It contains a person that we want to talk to. It is quite tough, so do be careful if you do this slow level. It is a mini. And yes, you can do that thingy. Alright, we killed it. Over leveled for this area, but either way. Hello, Dusk.
So, it is thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Oolacile. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Oolacile, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Say yes.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
She comes from a time long before ours. Alright. We're gonna go to the Duke's archives now. You can actually summon her as a merchant NPC right where we fought the Hydra. Didn't realize I didn't rest at the parish, but it doesn't really matter as long as I warp to Orlando. We're going back to the Duke's archives. God damn it, this part of the Duke's archives I hate so much. Let's kill this guy. You might remember him, as I said. That we would kill him later on. We get a broken pendant. We're gonna use, or rather not use, but read the description right away. Let's just return to the safe place. I should have done this in a hindsight lots earlier, but I'm an idiot. What can I say? I'm an idiot. I suppose it's here someplace. Yeah. There we go. Half of a broken stone pendant. The vine appears to originate from Oolacile. A powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. Alright, let's go back where we met Dusk. I have no clue if this is or isn't the faster way to do this, but since we haven't shown this path through the Darkroot Forest, might as well show it to you guys. There should be a set of ladders someplace. There. Get down before these guys are evil. They're evil. Oh, okay. Alright. Don't mind the falling bushes of the ledge. It's completely, absolutely normal. Kind of. Alright, down here there should be another set of ladder through this bridge. And this takes us directly to the same lake where we fought the Hydra, only that we were not gonna aggro the golems. As I said, no clue whether or not this is faster. Also, this must hurt a lot. Just don't do it at home, please. Whoever built that ladder, however, is probably the best laddersmith in the world. Simply put. Alright, now if we go back to where Dusk was, we will not find Dusk. We will find the Dark Portal. No kidding. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. And I'm trying to minimize my movement inside water, not only because it makes me slow, but also because it makes some of the most obnoxious sound effects heard in history. Obnoxiously loud, anyway. If I reloaded the game, I think I could get the Dusk armor, but... Hello, nice hand. And of course the portal disappears magically. We're in the Sanctuary Garden. Oh man. Exciting parts of my life coming up ahead. We're gonna fight a boss right away. That's what's gonna happen. And actually, I should have tuned my Power Within spell. Might help against this. I don't know. Might bring an end, a vainglorious end to me also, but hey, what can I say? Sometimes you have to do what you have to do, and if that means going Power Within and dying, and that means going Power Within and dying, simply put. Alright, first and foremost, let us eat this Green Blossom. I cannot cast Power Within when I eat. I forgot that these kinds of things do not stack! Let's fight a boss. Alright. Sanctuary Guardian. This gentle chimera here is a dick, like most bosses in the expansion. And now, I apologize if I am a bit slow in killing it. I just want to figure out its patterns and see which weak spots it has. It does not have a lot of health, first and foremost, that needs to be mentioned. It definitely does not have a lot of health, but it's fast and it's annoying as shit. So, apparently that didn't hit me. That did hit me. That hit me again. It's faster than I can actually recover from the use of my sword. So now I'm gonna wait for its attack. Drink. Oh god! Okay, I blocked that. I swear to god I don't remember any pattern of these bosses. Oh! You can cut its tail, by the way, for a weird whip weapon. Spoiler, we're not gonna really do it, because cutting the tails of the bosses in the expansion, you can cut 2 tails, is one weird ass thing to do, and I don't know how to do it in most cases. I apologize for that. Here, that having a halberd helps. Okay, so if I can wait for it to do that 4-step attack. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it stopped at 3 there. Can we not fight over here? It seems a rather small place, Mr. Sanctuary Guardian Chimera thingy. Oh, it's so slow. Cover the stamina. Alright. Did a wrong move there, buddy. Oh god! Bad idea! Horrible idea! Don't do that! Okay, don't lightning me. Do that. That and that. Drink has to spin fast. Alright. Oh my god. Oh, I staggered it. It's over. I did it. Pro. To pro. Oh, feels good. I'm horrible. I'm just plainly horrible with these bosses. Let's read the soul of the Sanctuary Guardian, shall we? It is a very peculiar soul, because you can see it's very golden. Soul of the white-winged lion sanctuary watchkeeper who dreaded the spread of the abyss. The guardian exhibited traits of several animals other than lions, suggesting that it was no ordinary beast, but rather closer to beings known as demons. Interesting fact, it was a lion, but probably the spread of the abyss corrupted it. So why is the camera so far away? This seems off. I don't know. Dragon Slayer Ornstein? The Leonite? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that soul cannot be crafted into any weapon. You can consume it freely. And before we talk to a certain mushroom there that you might have noticed, we're gonna actually kindle this bonfire. Oh yes we are. To maximum, because this bonfire, alongside with another bonfire which we're gonna be at a bit later, are kind of important. Now, I kinda would like to die because I don't want to get invaded. I should also level up if possible. In fact, I can level up twice, so there is that. I'm gonna level up twice in Vitality. Yeah. And then we're gonna stop with Vitality and go full on Endurance. I think that is the best way to go. And let's talk to this mushroom lady over here. She's no ordinary mushroom, let me say that.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness. But Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior? Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary. Something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorcerers of Oolacile.
She sells repair powders. Holy cow, they are cheap here. And it's gay to repair weapon equipped in right hand. This comes in handy if you have those boss weapons, or rather tail weapons, that can actually be unleashed for doing a lot of damage. And she sells an infinite supply of gold pine resin, which is very useful actually. She also sells some Oolacile magic and the Oolacile ivory catalyst, which is also sold by Dusk. I think I'm gonna buy one of these gold pine resins. Might as well. Alright.
May the flames guide thee.
We're gonna return and talk to her a bit later. For the time being, I wanna commit suicide. I know, I'm the weirdest man. I wanna commit suicide because I don't wanna get invaded. Well, blame me for that. Well, let me say this. You might recognize this bridge. And if this is any indication of what we are, where we are at, this is exactly the grave of Sir Artorias. See ya! I just don't want to get invaded, guys. Just don't want to get invaded. And boy oh boy, the next part of the game is Invasion Central, essentially. And no, I don't want to get invaded. I'm bad at PvP in this game. I'm remarkably good at PvP in the next game, but not in this one. I just don't. No, just don't. I enjoy this game for the PvE concept of it. 57 souls, even if I didn't retrieve that. Well, it was mostly for the soft humanity, the 5 soft humanity. Oh yes, the gardeners. Remember the bush people in Darkroot Garden? Here they are. They're gardeners. Okay, so these guys, they can be quite a pain in the butt. Oh my god. They can be quite a pain in the. Oh my god. They can be quite a. Oh my god. They can be quite a pain in the butt. Okay. Done did it. Blood red moss thingy clump moss clump. There we go. I actually managed to say the name more or less. This place is fucking hell. I won't kill most of the things here. Simply because, alongside with their kind gardeners, there's also those stone giants that we've fought before, the Moonlight Butterfly fight. Boy oh boy, they're meanies. So I'm doing some sort of navigation to possibly confuse the shit out of the gardeners and the stone giants. The stone giants are much more powerful here. They use a great hammer, which... Hello! Randomly appearing dragon. Can you move faster, please? I'm being chased by like 25,000 people. Alright, there is a stone giant that can fall down your head there, so do be careful of that guy. Shit, son. So this guys is basically Rush City. I do know for a fact that there is a very good armor. I do know for a fact that there is a very good... Oh, there. Thanks. That there is some good loot around here, but... No. Let's not. Let's just run for the time being. We can explore after the bosses are killed. For the time being, I'm just gonna bomb rush the fuck out of this area because I don't like it. There are cursed statues around here, but I don't think it's any indicative of any monster being able to curse you. There isn't any, in fact. These are actually just like abyssal rocks, because the abyss is spreading in Oolacile. And if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later. These elevators are fast, by the way. Alright. That's gonna be our next boss fight, by the way. But before we go there, we're gonna open a shortcut that is going to take us back to the first section of the garden, so we don't have to walk all the way back, because I'm probably gonna die to this boss 25 to 27 times. Okay, you just stay up there. See you later, elevator. See you later, elevator. No one ever used that. That is fucking clever. For this game, it is very clever. Alright, so we're gonna set ourselves up with Grim Blossoms. Boy, we're gonna need this. By the way, there is an NPC that I should be talking. This is a lore series. This is not a Rush the Bosses series. And yes, I do realize I literally killed two normal enemies between two bosses.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past?
That is quite correct, friend.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me.
Yeah.
We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are two of us. Did you happen across Knight Artorias? The legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care. It's none of my business. I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
Alright, so this guy actually sells infinite amounts of Grim Blossoms, mosses, throwing knives, firebombs, alluring skulls, Lloyd Talisman, bag firebombs, homeward bones. Humanity is not really infinite, I think it's one, maybe. As well as some arrows. This guy is called Marvelous Chester.
So long.
He is from Karim, I believe. He comes from Karim. And we know who else comes from Karim. Lautrec comes from Karim. And I do believe... I don't have that ring. Shit. I don't have a ring that might indicate who this guy might be, but... he might be more than what you think he is. He might be not only of Karim, but he might be one of the higher tier politicians of Karim. Alright, this boss. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to die. Prepare to die. Hello, Artorias. I've completely forgotten how to fight this guy, by the way. I do mild damage, which is okay, I suppose. But I'm trying to remember the patterns, mostly. Oh, God, I did not expect that. Ow. Ow! He's fast, man. He's a fast motherfucker. I'm waiting for him to do a single attack that gives me comfort in Estusing up. This is not an attack that gives me comfort in Estusing up, by the way. I could have died there. I'm just trying to memorize the patterns. This, I remember, he can spin like 25 times consecutively. It's kind of redonkulous. I have very little time to Estus, but... Alright. I should probably dodge a bit more. Okay, at this point, you have to go ham and interrupt him from doing that. Oh! Ow! Ow! Because that buff, that thing, not only it explodes and hurts you, but it's a huge buff. He does much more damage. He does much more damage, not only damage, but also stability damage to your shield. So if you keep your shield up, he's going to break your guard really easily. He's not a very healthy gentleman, that is a fact. And he does about that attack 3 times, I believe. Okay, this is a good time to Estus up. I'm just trying to memorize the patterns, more or less. I mean, if you take it calmly with a good, decent shield anyway, you can do fights relatively easily, but as you can tell by the looks of him, he is not in good shape. His left arm is broken, his entire armor is tainted, oh my god. And yet he still manages to be a fucking badass. Swear to god, this attack. Probably not a good call. Oh, okay, it was a good call. He might do his charge up thing. I don't know if it's every 25% or every 33%. Probably every 25% would make more sense. He does it 3 times. He cannot do it at 0% health. 75, 50, 25%, yeah. Probably that's how it works, but... yeah, he seems to be wanting to do it now. It's very important to stagger him, so try to use a heavier weapon for this fight, I reckon. I think that is the best call. Probably rolling wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest with you, but I'm just trying to take it easy. This guy is a global pain in the dick. Keep in mind that his strength was unparalleled with a greatsword. And there is some hints as to the fact that he might have been left-handed. Mostly importantly is the cover of Dark Souls, the game. Also wallpaper. You see a knight staring into what kind of looks like the abyss, with his weapon in the left hand, and a great shield that resembles the great shield of Artorias. That might be Artorias, and if that is the case, that means that I didn't attack there, I don't know why. Oh shit. He hurts. He be hurting, man. Ah, he's doing it again. Alright. Alright, full health. He is very low. I think we're winning this fight. Unless if I do something reasonably stupid, which isn't above me, really. But yeah, essentially, he's using the right hand to attack. And if the cover art is an indication of which arm he uses best, if that is actually him staring into the abyss, then he's using his wrong arm to attack you, and he is still very good at it. He's also without a great shield, because his arm is broken. Oh! Cannot believe he did that attack so quickly there. But I think we might have him. Well, God knows I beat him. Pussy strats, sure, but you know, Victory achieved is victory achieved. And to you, Artorias, I bow to you, Honorable Abyss Walker. His story, man oh man. Well, let's just say that From made it quite important. He's like a co-protagonist to the story. Like, he's mentioned everywhere. He's a Knight of Gwyn. He is a legendary Abyss Walker, someone who got the ability to walk on the Abyss and survive, so much so that the player is dependent on it to complete the game. And then you meet him here, and he fights you with an arm broken, and probably with his good arm broken. This is not the right way to go. I don't know, man. I think From made his role quite important, despite the fact that he's almost not present in the game. But to that point, we got his soul, and we will read the soul of Artorias. Soul of Lord Gwyn's Knight Artorias, who was consumed by the Abyss. The legend of Artorias repelled the Abyss only told half of the story. It seems that he was defeated, and his honor preserved by some unsung hero who is the true victor over the Abyss. Rings a bell? So he wasn't really that legendary. He could not challenge the Abyss and win against it. He was won. He was defeated by the Abyss. And this bonfire is a very important bonfire. This bonfire is basically the hub bonfire of the Oolacile township that we're at. And there is a lot to do. So, you see, we have to go all the way down there, and then down there, and then here. Into that building. I think you can even see a drop down there. But if you return here, there's gonna be a certain person that we haven't heard a lot of, but we certainly know of. Someplace? Do I have to reload the game? I think I might have to reload the game for this person to appear. Alright, let me reload the game really quick. Be right back. There we go. At the spot where Artorias died, there is a grave, some flowers, and someone praying.
You? Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
Yes.
Thank you. You are very kind. Please take this. I no longer need it.
Dark Silver Tracer and Gold Tracer.
May the Lord guide thee. May the Lord guide...
That's all she says. Dark, Silver, and Gold Tracer. One is a curved sword, one is a dagger, I believe. Curved sword used by the Lord's Blade Kyrian, one of Gwyn's 4 knights. Kyrian brandished her sword in a mesmerizing dance, etching the darkness with the dire streaks of gold. And then there is the Dark Silver Tracer, which should be under the daggers. Yes. A Dark Silver dagger used by Lord's Blade Kyrian. The victims is the first distracted by dazzling streaks of the Gold Tracer, then stung by the vicious poison of this dagger. So this is Kyrian. Worth mentioning. That seems like, I don't know, what could be that? I feel like that could be the... Well, let me check with the binoculars. The binoculars. No, it's not a weapon. Silly Lauron. There we go. What is that other than a flower? That looks like his hair. His helmet had like this long blue hair behind it. And you might think maybe it's just decoration, but then again, Ornstein had red hair, and if you buy his helmet, you will not have that addition. That is his hair. It is very likely that that was also Artorias' hair, so... Red hair, blue hair, golden hair. It's kind of a traditional look, isn't it? I believe also, if you buy, you can actually get the armor of Artorias. If you buy it, it is going to have the blue hair strip behind, but I don't know. I don't know, just an idea. Also, if you get her armor, it's gonna have also the blonde hair ponytail, or pigtail rather, behind it. You get the armor by killing her. We're not gonna do this because I'm not a bastard, even though the description of the armor is very interesting. But so is more interesting another thing that we've actually completely not looked at. Quite yet, but let's just say that Lord's Blades are quite a faction that is very eluding from the game. I have no idea how long I've been recording this, by the way. I have no idea if I should stop. I probably should stop this right now. Next episode we're gonna deal with the last two bosses of this expansion. It is, you think it is a rather short expansion. It's not by any stretch. This expansion is rather long, actually. It's just that I am bomb rushing like a motherfucker, and we're not gonna be able to bomb rush the next part. Oh no. No, no. Oh no, god no. Thanks everyone for watching, and until next time, be well. Where is it? Where is my son? Well, I guess down there someplace. Praise the sun! Bye!